Greetings! It's been a while. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the globe, and they don't have a model. Their model it's fake. Watch this. Oh, but first we have the Fröhlich, okay? Fröhlich beer. Greetings! Okay, today we're gonna talk about the Fröhlich beer. Okay, it's made in Belgium. Fröhlich is a premium fruit beer. Hang on, I don't like that one. Greetings! Today we got the Fröhlich beer, okay? It's a Belgian beer. Every Christmas season they make the lychee version. And it says here, Fröhlich is a premium fruit beer. Brewed in Belgium, it's smooth, well-rounded, and packed with natural fruit. Okay? So, we're going to talk about the fake globe today. And it's just, they don't have a model. We're going to show you right now how absolutely fake it is. But first, let's try the Fröhlich. Okay. To your health. Oh, that is beautiful. It's kind of like a little sweet, but lovely. It's not sour like a Radler. So, yeah, lychee beer. Who would have thought? Okay, so here we go. I actually really like this. Yes. Yeah. So, the fake globe earth, let's have a look at their model. Okay, let's see if it matches their claims and what they believe. Okay, because I don't think they have a model. I'm still waiting to see one. I'll show you what I mean. So, you got this ball here. And it spins. Okay.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, see you guys. Yeah, here, come. You can be in the video too. Come, we'll take a picture of you too. See you. Some nice tourists here. And they don't know much English, but it's okay. So, I'll show you do demonstration number 1 here. Let me just show you a little bit of the scenery just to see where we're at here. Just take the camera off for a sec. Okay, so there go the people right there. Nice friendly people. You see how flat it is, okay? It's just absurd to claim otherwise. They got no model, so okay, back in action. Let's just do experiment number 1. Okay, it's going to be spinning. Whoops. Okay, okay. I spin it the wrong way, I think. Yeah. Okay, now let's put some water on it. Oh no! That's getting me all wet. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, look at all that water flying off of here. Yeah. Yeah. So that doesn't work very good. Hopefully none went into lens, I don't know. I think we should be okay. So yeah, wow, I got soaked. Wow. Okay, so that was Italian spring water, pretty good stuff. Yeah, so water doesn't stick to a ball, let alone a spinning ball. So there you go, that doesn't match their model. This is a hunk of plastic. Okay, I don't live on that. I mean, this is solid. Their ball isn't solid. It's all cracked. Okay, so that obviously doesn't work. Now, this is what they say you live on. A ball about this size, they say, okay, this is their model. The globe, religion. Look at this. Okay, see that piece that just came off? Goes right there. They say that skin right here, you live on that. This skin right here, okay, this nothing here, all right, you can just peel it right off, okay? That's supposed to encompass Mount Everest all the way to the Marianas Trench and the crust, which could be like 30 miles deep or whatever they say. Okay, and it goes to zero and it's all cracked, but we'll get to that in a bit. So that's their model. Okay, this is the stupid globe and you live on this little skin. Now under that, where you see the white here, is all lava. It's fire. Do you really think this skin is going to hold that? No. No. So it's a complete fail right from the get-go, just from the design. This is not what you live on. I want to see their model, a working model. I want to see water on it. I can do that with the flat, no problem. I put the ice wall around there, I put the continents on there, and then I pour the water in, and it's perfect. And then I put the glass dome on top, and I can line it up with the sun, like literally just put it outside on a table and the sun will just do its thing and you'll see. And that's how time zones work. It's just like a clock. Okay, this, nothing works on this. Absolutely nothing. So, yeah, so we're off to a good start. Now, oh no, I don't know if I brought my barbecue napkin with me? No. I did not bring it, but that's okay. You know those spherical barbecues? Okay? Can you imagine how hot the surface gets? Now, this skin here, how is that skin going to protect you from all this? Okay? All this. Fireball, okay? It's hotter than the sun inside there, they say. And it's got convection currents and all that BS. Millions, like, what, 30 million atmospheres or whatever? I don't know. Millions of atmospheres of pressure as well. How stupid is that? Okay, that can't work. Cannot work. Okay, so water doesn't work on this. This skin makes no sense to be sitting on top of this ball of fire. That is retarded, okay? That can't work. Doesn't matter, look at that. That's what they say you live on. You may not know this, but that's your model. So this doesn't match what you claim, okay? Does not match what you claim. Water obviously is not going to work on here. It's all cracked. So we just talk a little bit about that. The cracks, no cracked sphere can spin. Done. That's it. The model is completely destroyed just by that alone. Okay, they're making a claim that, so when they say their ball is spinning, okay, that presupposes that it's solid. Okay, it can only a solid body can spin like this on its axis. Okay, only a solid body, not a cracked one. It's just not possible. So, yeah. What would happen? So from here on out, we have to pretend. That's all we can do to continue the video and continue, you know, talking about their model, which isn't a model. We already debunked it. So they don't have a model. They do not have a model. So let's pretend it was a solid, okay? Pretend. And it's spinning like this, okay? Well, we can calculate, you know, based on what they say the mass of their ball is. We can take that value, and then we can say, we can figure out how much tensile strength is required for something that big to go 1,000 miles an hour at the equator. Okay, and I've done that. Flat.wtf goes directly to Blogger, and you'll see it right there. Beautiful textbook. And there are textbooks on there for reference, and some of the pages are embedded on there. You can see all the math. So let's say you calculate what the tensile strength is. What do you think is required to spin a behemoth like this, a giant thing like this, 1,000 miles an hour at the equator? Take a wild guess, okay? Trillions upon trillions upon trillions of PSI tensile strength is required to spin this. Okay. Well, where's that? That's not happening. Okay. Okay. You would have to have that tension would have to be indicated in the ground. Okay. You would have to be able to detect that tension in the ground. It's called hoop stress. It's not there. Okay. So let's say it was a solid, and let's say it magically had the required tensile strength. So this applies to a hoop, it applies to a hollow sphere, it applies to a disc, and it applies to a solid sphere, okay? The way this thing is going to break, the way it'll break, it'll just literally split along the longitude. That's it. That's how a solid sphere breaks by spinning. We have demonstrations of that. The slow-mo guys did a beautiful one with an apple, and they were just spinning it with air. So it was floating. They drew some longitudes on it. And man, when you see the slow motion of how that thing just split, it's crazy. It's like you cut it with a knife. And at flat.wtf, we have the math and the diagrams that show you the force relationships that go with that. Yeah, right out of the textbook. Okay, it's predictable. We know how a solid object that spins is going to break. We calculate it. All of modern society, believe it or not, is based on that. All of it. Everything requires things that turn. Everything is made by machines that got spinning parts. You got to deliver things. That car's got a bunch of spinning parts. Modern society is based on spinning. Okay? It's based on these principles. So this cannot work. It's physically impossible for this to work. Period. period. Case closed. It's cracked, it's done right there. We're already giving them something. So right there, they have nothing, okay? Without us pretending, just for the sake of discussion, let's pretend it's solid. That's what you have to do to enter any discussion with the globe hugger. You have to pretend he's talking about this right here. That's what you have to pretend, okay? So, let me just show you the force relationships, okay? Yeah. So we'll just, right here. There it is. Okay? It's as if the force acts along the diameter, right there.
So the Earth's supposed to be going at 1,000 miles an hour. We lose soil. No, that ain't gonna work, is it? So, this video is just to confirm what the rockets push up here. Made a video about the machinery handbook is there for engineers to do important calculations.
Okay? And that's why it splits along the longitude just like you chopped it with a knife. A hoop will just break right in half. A disc will just break right in half. A hollow sphere, same thing, will just break right in half. That's just how it goes. Okay, that's reality. Okay? You have no reality with that stupid ball. It's not reality at all. It does not represent one single claim of theirs, except maybe the spin. It'll represent the spin, but it's not backed up by anything. Not by reality. It's not backed up by any science, by anything. Okay? So then, what they're going to try to tell you, oh, gravity. Well, no gravity. It won't work. How is gravity going to oppose this? Trillions of PSI of tensile strength that want to rip this thing apart. Okay, and it's present everywhere in the surface. What's gravity going to do to that? Okay, and then they try to throw in a discussion to, oh, well, you got this 300-pound elephant opposing, you're opposing 0.0034 Gs. It's overwhelming. And no, that only applies to their surface objects, and that only applies if that stupid ball is only spinning. Okay, we're going to get into that a bit later. If you have multiple motions, spinning and orbiting, you can forget about the outward force because it won't be there. Okay, you need the resultant vector of all the motions. This is basic. This is high school physics. In fact, I could teach this to a 10-year-old, maybe even an 8-year-old. Okay, this is easy stuff. Okay, so get this in your head. Okay, there's no 300-pound elephant opposing anything because there isn't even anything to oppose. And all this is based on pretending you have a spinning solid. So they can't get past that. They're so brainwashed, they've never in their minds considered the combined effect of spinning and orbiting. Okay? So, before I get into that, I just want to say one more thing about the BS called gravity. First of all, it just factors out of the equation where we showed you how the force relationships and it breaks apart. It's not even in there. It's not even in the equation. And there's a complex equation because you have to derive the right equation. It's all done at flat.wtf with the textbooks. They show you how it's done. And it just factors right out. But one guy tried to use the long version with gravity in there. And the gravity they're talking about is just free fall speed. Okay, so it's not like a force or anything. It's just free fall speed. And they call it gravity. So there's no force. There is no force. Okay? And all that reduces down to the right equation where you just need the mass. Okay, now, Just wait. No need to rush here. Just wanted to show you how gravity cancels itself out in their model, according to their claims, not my claims. Okay, so remember this. And there it is. There it is. So, that green line is the surface of fake lobe Earth. Okay, that's your surface. Gravity goes to 0 towards the center, and it goes to 0 linearly towards the center, and it goes to 0 exponentially towards the sky. Okay, so basically, let's just say it gets stronger towards the surface, whether you're above and below the surface. Okay, in both cases, it gets stronger towards the surface. Okay, cancels out. Done. You can't. How's that going to help the thing from spinning apart when you got the two gravities doing this? They're doing nothing. Okay, it's just logic. They don't have any. Okay, they don't have any. Okay, so that takes care of gravity. Now we just go very quickly to, you know, spin plus orbit equals 21 millimeters per second squared. Acceleration, so it's a lateral vector. Everything on the surface has to feel that. And deceleration, okay? Every half revolution you switch, okay? So you're going deceleration, and then you're going acceleration. Deceleration, acceleration. Okay, so from 0 to 2,000 miles per hour for half a day, 12 hours, whatever. And then from 2,000 miles per hour, 2,000 miles per hour to 0, then 0 to 2,000 miles per hour. That's going clockwise, but we'll go counterclockwise. Okay, same thing. You're going from 0 to 2,000, 2,000 to 0. Okay, acceleration alternating with deceleration. It's called the physics behind this. It's, you know, fairground rides are based on this. I have an excellent video up on that already that a PhD physicist made, and I just kind of edited it out. I made it a little nicer. But yeah, that's it right there. You can't possibly make the claim that that thing is spinning and orbiting, and then you're going to talk about pendulums proving the spin, Coriolis proving the spin, and all these stupid things that got no basis in anything. Oh, I'm a little lighter at the equator. All this BS. Okay? None of that works. Maybe if you were only spinning, but then even then that's impossible because it's cracked. But if you want to pretend you're only spinning, yeah, you can make all those claims. I don't care. But you can't make a single claim. None of those claims apply in your model because your model has simultaneous motions. And you're just going to have to accept that. You're going to have to get that in your head. And these retards, okay, going to Antarctica. Oh, they're going to do a stunt. And the stunt is going to be the sun. That's got nothing to do with your ball here that can't even hold water. You're living on this skin and you got fire underneath. Okay, it's not going to work. Okay, I don't care what the sun is doing. I don't care. I don't care if you got 10 suns. Okay, it's not going to help you. All right, it's not going to help you. Oh, and all of history, we waited for these idiots to go down there and finally tell us, well, no, people have been there before. All the videos trying to show the 24-hour sun are fake, edited videos, and I've debunked several of them, okay? Because that's what I do. It's my hobby. I like videos, I like editing. Anybody who is a legit video editor who knows what they're doing cannot disagree with how those videos have been made and debunked. They debunk themselves. Okay, they're all edited. Then there's the whole deal about the shadows. They don't work on this ball, but I have a separate video for that. Okay, so we're covering a lot of ground here. You know, we're mixing it up a bit. Yeah, they can't claim gravity. It cancels out. It wouldn't be enough anyways, because their ball is totally cracked. You can't spin to begin with. That's the fundamental thing. That's all you got to tell them. And what I wanted to say about this little thin crust here, supposedly covering all this fire, it doesn't work. We're at the beach here, and you know, people build campfires, like there's one over there, and they got granite rocks along the side of it. A lot of granite rocks around here. And guess what happens to rocks when they're just even close to the beach fire, which isn't even that hot compared to 6,000 degrees Celsius, which is unimaginably hot. Okay? And guess what happens to the granite? It cracks and crumbles just by being close to a campfire. Okay, so, and then they got basalt. Granite under the continents, they say, and basalt under the oceans. None of that's gonna work, man. Okay, you can't, all that would be burned off. Okay, look how much fire you have compared to how much protection you have. This is supposed to insulate you? And then they're gonna try to suck you in and say, oh, well, it's 20 miles thick. I don't care. You got thousands of miles of the fire. Are you mental? Like, seriously, is that your argument? Okay, you have to be retarded if that's your argument. Okay, this, if the granite can't even withstand being next to a campfire, and you're gonna tell me this thin little nothing is gonna withstand the whole freaking thing? This? Are you kidding me? Okay, no, it's not gonna work, man. Okay, this will just burn off, and all you're gonna be left with is the magma. That's it. It's physically impossible for this little skin that you live on to protect you from what's underneath. It doesn't work at all. It's physically impossible. I want to see that model. I want to see the magma, a ball of magma. You can get that from any volcano. And I want you to sprinkle some sand on it. Okay? Because, yeah, a little ball of magma this big, go and sprinkle some sand on it. Okay? And tell me what's going to happen to that sand. Is that going to insulate you? No. No. It's not going to do shit. Okay? That sand is actually going to blend into the magma and melt into the magma. Alright? Obviously. Okay? Don't be stupid and fall for this shit. This is not a model. This does not represent their claims at all. Okay? At all. Now, they go the old Earth. The slow cooling. And it was spinning way faster before. How's stupid? And they say the core is spinning like faster. We'll get to that. So, the old Earth, really? The slow cooling? Yeah? Okay. Let's take some granite and melt it. And then let it cool slowly. You don't get granite. Where did it come from? Okay? It's called fiat creation, like fiat money. It just came out of thin air. Okay? God made it. Okay? God created everything. Okay? That's rational. You see intelligent design. They have no basis for their claims. That old Earth BS? No. Granite is granite. And you cannot get it by slow cooling anything, not even granite itself. Will not give you back granite. Did you know that? No. Now, the granite we have in the Earth has these things called polonium halos. And I've done a video on that. And that's also at flat.wtf. It's on one of the links at the top. There's like 5 pages to that site. So it's one of the pages, the 5th page, the last page. One's on Antarctica, one's on the old Earth, and then 3 pages on the spinning and the engineering and all that. So think about this, okay? We got to be real, all right? The polonium halos have a fleeting existence. They're just like psh, gone. It's like that sparkling water that I wasted on the ball here, okay? If you wanted to freeze the bubbles in the sparkling water, do you think you're gonna do it by slow freezing? No, no, you won't catch even one. Same thing with the polonium halos, okay? If you wanna catch those halos, you can't, actually you can't. They have to be in there to begin with, okay? God put them there. That's the only way you're gonna get halos of polonium in granite. You're never gonna get it by slow cooling. Physically impossible. And when that information came out by this physicist, actually a nuclear physicist, man, oh man, did it stir shit up. Like, oh my God, because the implications were obvious. Yeah, Earth was not a slow, cool old Earth. It's it was fiat creation. That's exactly what that points to. And yeah, so you can see that at flat.wtf. Do a little bit of a deeper dive there. It's beautiful. We have all the proof for the young Earth. Nobody can touch it, okay? Just ignorant people that don't know what's actually on the table, and I just put a bunch of stuff on the table that you can't touch it. That information I put on the table is golden. You can't touch it. So, yeah. So we're doing pretty good. We got this fake thing here. They don't have a model, and that's that. They don't have a model. So I was gonna say about the poles. So they say that inside here, you got this core spinning faster than what the ball is spinning. So anyways, bunch of cuckoo-ness, because usually the center of a spinning sphere is slower, like super slow, like the watch, like your watch hand, okay? But no, that core is going way faster than what this is doing, somehow. And that creates two poles, they say. Well, turns out all you need is a compass. And any compass is going to tell you you only have one pole. Like if I had a compass here, okay? Doesn't matter where you put the compass, it always points north, never south. No such thing as a south pole. So I don't know what these idiots think they're going to try to prove going to Antarctica. Ooh, we got a sun. I don't care. China's got fake suns. Germany, just go put a search on YouTube about artificial suns. That's a thing. It's no big deal to try to put up a light and say, oh wow, that's the sun. That's nothing. It's so sad. It's so sad. And I don't know how many people are going to fall for that. That's the sad thing. We've got a couple of UBC students probably next to me here. Just a little ways down by that campfire I said. The campfire's out, of course. But anyways, so that's the thing, okay? It's ridiculous, okay? The compass tells you the truth right there. So, yeah, I think we covered pretty much everything. I know when I review it, I'm gonna say, oh, I forgot something, but no, I think we did really good today. We got the whole thing covered. There's no way this thing is spinning. There's no way you're living on this thing. There's no way you're living on this skin. Okay? It just doesn't work. Alright? That's the end of the globe!